And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. With a month of NBA action in the books, let's now take a moment to look at the Rookie of the Year race. Always exciting to see the new blood making their presence felt. He's coming out of the gate this year and playing so well. Third spot in our ranking, but with the way he's played, the sky's the limit for him.
And he's kicked off his rookie season in tremendous fashion, earning that number 3 spot on the list.
And let's remember, he had his doubters, but I think he's gone a long way towards silencing those critics even this early in the season.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Suggs, and it's Oubre in a 2-guard. And for Cleveland, we've got Brandon Miller, Edey out there with Towns. Then it's Gary Trent, and it's Harper in at the point. Now here's Harper, following the miss by Michael Porter. Trent, a screen on Porter. Trent outside. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up, because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
Now here's Towns. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. They get it again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, good defense there, but Porter does go 6'10" with that 7-foot wingspan. How about a 9-foot standing reach?
Now here's Harper. He had 27 points last game. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Miller outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points from Brandon Miller.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Suggs finds Oubre. Here's Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I don't think there's any fear when it comes to shooting over the defense. Aaron Gordon's athleticism and release point, he cannot be contained.
Outside, Towns. Back to Harper. Towns, a screen on Suggs. Here's Harper. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harper's got 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's a look at some of the stats for Michael Porter Jr.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now, here's Suggs. He had 15 points last outing. Oubre can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Snatched up. Suggs. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Suggs.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Pass to Edey. Here's Trent for the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Porter. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. And there it is for him. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside, Towns. Trent, right side. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Suggs kicks to Porter. Off target from outside. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates. Now, here's Trent. A 14-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Outside, Towns. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Oubre. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Kelly Oubre Jr. entered this league as a dynamic athlete, excellent in the open floor, but give this young man credit. He's worked hard to develop the perimeter game that's absolutely critical to success.
Now, here is Miller. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta. Towns for 3. Another miss by Towns. Thunder trailing by 7. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Trent. Suggs against Harper. And it's Suggs missing. Cleveland has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. To the middle. Edey can hit. The Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Vucevic the pass to Gordon. Vucevic setting the pick for Suggs. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And Vucevic throws it down.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Trent outside. Harper with a screen on Oubre. Back to Harper. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harper's got 7 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Vucevic. Oubre up top. Oubre sets the screen for Porter. Jacks up a 3. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Towns in the corner, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Here's Jerome. He averages about 5 points a game. Salon. And another miss by Cleveland. Šarić outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Morris passes to Šarić. Here's Sensabaugh. Screen by Šarić. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Coulibaly. Terry covering. Now Coulibaly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Salon. Trains the three-pointer.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We take a look at the Cavaliers. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Bryant dishes to Morris. Šarić with the screen for Terry. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Thunder have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Coulibaly with it. Terry covering. It's blocked. Here's Šarić. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Jerome. Still without a basket. Coulibaly with it. Clock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Out to Morris. Šarić with the screen for Morris. His three-pointers off the mark. Cleveland leading by 5. Kispert, the pass to Boucher, and the shot is good.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Bryant. And here is Morris. There's the triple. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Kispert. Boucher the screen. Now here's Kispert. Defense is right there. A 3-ball. Boucher's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Saric kicks to Morris. Baseline try. Boucher with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Koulibaly. Terry covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Count that bucket. Boucher's got his second bucket.
Well, that's about positioning and length and athleticism. Boucher doing the job on the offensive rebounding end.
Morris looking over the floor. And he drives in. Out to the right wing. Kispert, the pass to Boucher. It's stolen by Saric. Bryant, high post. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Terry. Not a lot of room. Back to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Near the three-point line, it's Kispert. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Thunder trailing by 7. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Terry. Gordon out there with Vucevic. Then it's Porter. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Into the lane. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Suggs has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Thunder. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Miller outside. Back to Harper. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Thunder with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter finds Vucevic. Oklahoma City moving it around. Edey's checked in for Cleveland. Trent comes in for Coulibaly. Oubre's checked in for Oklahoma City. Off the inbound pass. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Outside, Towns. Here's Edey. Vucevic defending. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lob pass to Gordon. Ball stolen. To the paint. Releases. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 7 points.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Suggs against Harper. Vucevic a screen on Harper. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Suggs.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance. Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Trent kicks to Harper. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Thunder trailing by 4. Now, here's Suggs. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Vucevic a screen on Harper. Here's Suggs. Off target with his 3. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Harper. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. In the corner, it's Oubre. Vucevic setting the pick for Oubre. Shot clock at 5. There's Porter with the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to Suggs. Back to Porter. In the corner, it's Oubre. Vucevic a screen on Trent. Oubre kicks to Vucevic. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And that's now 6 points for Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic understands that the mid-range is a part of his game that he can go to at any point.
Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Outside, Porter. Gordon with the screen for Porter. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
It's Trent on the wing. Oubre against Trent. Down low. Pass to Porter. To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And it's Trent in the corner. Inside. Gordon against Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Towns. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Suggs passes to Oubre. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Oubre's got a pair of triples in the second half for Oklahoma City. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Suggs. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Gordon with a screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Gordon. One-on-one here. Here's Trent. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Connect with a wide open look. No good from outside. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the 76ers.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
They get it back. Vucevic finds Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Edey, defended by Gordon. A second chance effort. And another shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. A different look now for Cleveland. Chris Boucher's checked in for Towns. Kisper comes in for Miller. And it's Ty Jerome in for Trent. And he sinks the second. Thunder trailing by 6. And here is Morris. No good off the front iron. Well, Cleveland shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Boucher sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Kisper. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. Pass to Boucher. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Dinwiddie. Buries it down low. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
I'll tell you, it's hard to deal with Dinwiddie that close to the rim. You cannot mess with his concentration.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Kisper. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Jerome. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Terry's checked in for Oklahoma City. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Morris. Sharch with the screen for Morris. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Jerome. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, that's some big-time toughness on that play. Tough defense was right there in perfect position, but he gets to the rack anyway.
Sharch outside. Pass to Terry. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Let's go. And he hits the jump shot. Morris has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Morris, a guy who always plays within himself. You give him an opportunity to make a shot, he'll take it.
Here's Jerome. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Cleveland, Ty Jerome. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Morris a screen. Lets it go with a three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now Koulibaly. And it's Kispert in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%. And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Kispert hits both of them. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. Morris outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Jerome passes to Boucher. Now Kispert. Over Saric. The shot's good from Kispert. Kispert's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And he comes up with the deuce. Sensabaugh's got 8. Well, Cleveland shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Boucher kicks to Kispert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Kispert. He's off on the second. Thunder trailing by 11. Morris outside. Pass to Bryant. Here's Sensabaugh. Morris outside. Terry setting the pick for Morris. Free throw line jump shot. That one falls. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
Wow, the confidence of Monte Morris in the mid-range on display there.
Kispert with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Right through the D for the layup. Kispert's got 7 points for the quarter. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Sensabaugh. launches from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Great move to get one of the most unique players in the.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Cavaliers. And that is it for.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Thunder trailing by 11. Harper is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Miller. Then there's Towns. And it's Edey in at the center position. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Great look there, but off target. The Cavaliers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Harper against Suggs. Here's Edey. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Suggs against Harper. Vucevic dishes to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. And it falls over the rim and in. Oubre's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one's good. Towns.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Oubre outside. High post Vucevic from 17 feet out. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Trent. No good on that one. Great D that time from Oubre. Outside Porter. And the rejection by Towns.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code.
Off the inbound.
Yeah, that's Brandon Miller using his length to affect the shooter.
Porter, no luck. Harper against Suggs. Miller outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Suggs finds Oubre. Back to Suggs. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Timeout.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Cavaliers number 1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. They get a hand on it. Suggs with the steal. It's deflected, and they recover it. Vucevic the pass to Suggs. And a wide open look for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing to call.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Suggs looking around, shoots over Harper, and it's Suggs missing.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Harper kicks to Trent. Outside, Towns. Harper against Suggs, just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jalen Suggs.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Gordon. Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. There's the drive. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. The Thunder with another miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Cleveland.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Now here's Harper. 11 points in the game. Towns, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
At the top of the key, Gordon. Harper against Suggs. Pass to Vucevic. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Vucevic has got 8.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
Dinwiddie outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. He's got 5.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Gordon with it. Shoots over Towns. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And it's blocked, and they'll get another chance. Pass to Vucevic. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, once a non-existent part of his game, right? Vucevic now is a threat from three. You have to honor that shot.
Outside, Towns. Dinwiddie kicks to Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They're trailing by 10. And here is Suggs. Oubre outside. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. To the right side. Here's Suggs. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Out to the right wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Suggs against Harper. Vucevic setting the pick for Suggs. Shoots over Harper. And it's Suggs missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the shot goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Vucevic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Suggs against Harper. Towns sets the pick for Miller. Outside Harper. Towns, a screen on Suggs. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Towns throws it down.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
Suggs against Harper. Oubre outside. Pass to connect. Lets a floater go. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
Harper the pass to Miller. Back to Harper. Fires the three. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Oubre outside. Three-pointer. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Gary Trent Jr. David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. And there's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. for the Cavaliers. Chris Boucher's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Corey Kispert comes in for Miller. And it's Ty Jerome in for Harper. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Saric has checked in for Vucevic. Bryant comes in for Aaron Gordon. Terry's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Monte Morris subbed in for Suggs. Bryant the pass to Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Boucher. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morris kicks to Bryant. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Free throw, good, Bryant. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Kispert. There's a screen. The 3. Bryant with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 11. Here's Saric. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Cavaliers have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Boucher, and a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bryant outside, out to Saric. In the corner, it's Morris. Oklahoma City moving it around. Now connect. Oh, good with the triple. Pass to Jerome. Here's Koulibaly. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Saric. Morris outside. Stolen by Kispert. To the inside. Boucher with a screen on Saric. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Saric, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Suggs, and it's Oubre in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Edey. That one drops for him. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. And so here is Oklahoma City. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Gordon for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Jerome. Pass to Edey. Out to Miller. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Suggs with the ball. Down low. Here's Oubre. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Koulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Shoots from 12. Miller, no luck. Thunder trailing by 13. Lob pass to Gordon. It's stolen. On the wing, Miller. Guarded by Porter. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now, here's Suggs. He's tightly guarded. From outside, off the mark.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
So on, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Porter finds Gordon, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, what you love about Aaron Gordon, he's got strength, athleticism, and a high motor. This guy can make tough shots.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
Gordon, no good on the free throw.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
Basket good.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Harper against Suggs. Harper up top. 5 to shoot. Latrey bangs home the trifecta. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the shot goes down. Gordon's got 11 in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gordon against Towns. Out to the wing. Back to Harper. Miller outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder trailing by 12. Now, here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Right wing. Harper against Gordon. Lets it go from deep. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Suggs against Harper. Pass to Towns. Over Gordon. And it's Towns missing.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Now Porter. Outside Gordon. Vucevic is screen on Miller. Here's Gordon. Tries again. And Vucevic with the layup.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Pass to Edey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his third foul of the game. From deep, Trent, and the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 13. And here is Suggs. Oubre kicks to Suggs. Takes the three. And Kelly Oubre, good for three.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Harper the pass to Towns. Back to Harper. Trent against Gordon. Pass to Towns. And here's Miller outside. And it's Towns on the follow. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
And here's Porter. The three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Towns looking it over. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Towns has got 12 points in just the second half.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Suggs finds Vucevic. Suggs with a screen for Vucevic. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Trent with the wide open look. Offline with his three. Thunder trailing by 13. It's deflected. Outside Harper. Pass to Towns. Back to Harper. And he banks in the layup. Harper's got 8 points in the quarter.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Suggs passes to Oubre. Now Gordon. Defended by Towns. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre inside the three-point line. And that one is off. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Outside Harper. Back to Towns. Harper with a screen on Gordon. Towns with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Good work there as it goes.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Under trailing by 17. Outside Porter. To the paint. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And it's blocked.
Get that out of here. Jalen Suggs. Send it back, young sir.
Oubre, good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Harper the pass to Trent. Towns in the corner. Oubre against Trent. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Suggs kicks to Porter. Vucevic setting the pick for Porter. And the three off target.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Harper the pass to Trent. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now Suggs. Pass to Gordon. Oubre on the wing. Over to the wing. Here's Vucevic. Cavaliers with the rebound. Edey's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Harper against Suggs. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Coulibaly, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And that one falls for Harper. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Suggs passes to Gordon. Up top, Porter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
For the Cavaliers, Chris Boucher comes in for Edey, and Kispert subbed in for Miller. Free throw good, Porter. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Pass to Harper. Boucher with a screen on Morris. Goes up the baseline. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Cleveland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Edey comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Brandon Miller in for Corey Kispert. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And he's good on the 3-ball. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Edey. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Harper. Morris against Towns. 3-pointer. Coulibaly, no good. That's tipped. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they
built.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, David Aldrich.